Questions to ask a guy you like to get to know him better. It's time to help a lover out. Kindly give this video a like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want to get to know a guy a bit better, it can be hard to figure out exactly what to say to him in order to strengthen your bond. The good news is that there are 21 key questions to ask a guy in order to get to know him better while also laying the foundation for a meaningful and long-lasting connection with one another. 1. What's your family like? Knowing more about his family can help clue you in not only about how he grew up, but how his relationship is with his family today. If you want to learn more about him that goes past the superficial, this is a key question to ask. 2. What's your favorite childhood memory? Childhood experiences often shape the person that you are today, and in order to know more about your guy and what's important to him, this question can let you know more about what he truly values. Whether it's time with his grandmother or going on a trip to France, this question can enable you to know about what he treasures. 3. What's your favorite song? A guy's taste in music can give you more insights into his likes and dislikes, and by asking about his favorite music, you're creating an opportunity to not only bond over shared favorite bands but also discover new types of music. 4. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? A question about his future goals, hopes, and dreams is something that can not only make you closer but can also let you know if you want the same things. 5. Do you want children? Inquiring about his desire to have children in the future is a must if you want to have children one day. If this is a must-have for you, it's better to know now. 6. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? If you want to unlock a guy's playful side, this question is a great way to break the ice and see where he falls on the superhero spectrum. Whether he chooses the ability to fly, super strength, or super speed, this is a super question that will likely guarantee you some laughs and playful banter. 7. What do you enjoy most about your job? Asking this question about work can not only bring you closer together by revealing more about his day-to-day life, but it can also let you know more about his priorities. No matter what part of the job he enjoys the most, this can help you to learn what he's most passionate about in his career. 8. If you could travel anywhere, where would you go? Travel questions are not only great in terms of generating a fun conversation, but it's possible that discussions about travel and vacations could lead to a couple's trip down the road. 9. What are you looking for in a relationship? This is an imperative question to ask a guy in order to figure out if you're both on the same page. If you're looking for a serious relationship while he's mostly interested in friends with benefits, it's best to discuss that openly and honestly so that you're not wasting your time. 10. What's your favorite movie? Is he an action fan? Horror? Drama? If you want to get to know him better, knowing the types of movies he's into can not only tell you more about his interests and passions, but it can also help you for planning potential movie dates in the future. 11. What's the best gift you've ever received? If you want to know what your guy truly values, this question is a great way to learn more about what he finds meaningful and noteworthy. 12. What's on your bucket list? Does he want to go skydiving, visit Greece, or win a Pulitzer? A question about his bucket list is a fun way to learn more about what he wants to accomplish one day and if the two of you have shared goals. 13. Do you believe in love at first sight? If you're wondering if your guy has a romantic side, this question can be a terrific way to see what he thinks of falling in love. Does he have a more cynical outlook on love or is he an optimist? It's time to find out. 14. What's your favorite book? Learning more about what a guy reads is also a great way to learn more about his interests and hobbies and see what you have in common. 15. What's your favorite food? Discussing food preferences with a guy can be a fun way to help you pick out restaurants for future dates while also letting you know more about him and his taste. 16. How would your best friend describe you? This question can be a great way to learn more about a man's personality and the traits of which he's most proud. 17. What's something that not many people know about you? This question can be a great way for you to know something about your guy that he only reveals to people who are important to him. 18. What's your definition of a perfect date? This is a terrific way to know what he enjoys doing while also giving you inspiration for a date in the future. 19. What are you most afraid of? If you want to learn more about him that goes past the superficial, inquiring about his fears can be an interesting way to get to know him better. 20. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Being self-aware is a great trait in a man, and this question can help let you see how he actually sees himself. 21. What makes you happy? If you truly want to know more about your guy, finding out what truly makes him smile will help to strengthen your relationship and pave the way for even more smiles to come. 22. When you're feeling down, who or what is your biggest go-to person or activity? 23. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? 24. What's one thing you're super passionate about? 25. If you had to lose one of your 5 senses, which would you give up and why? 26. What's the hardest thing, physically, you've ever done? 27. What's the hardest thing, mentally, you've ever done or been through? 28. What's the best part about your job? 29. What's one thing that defines who you are? 30. If tomorrow was your last day on Earth, what would you do in your last 24 hours? 31. What do you believe in, generally or faith-wise? 32. If you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be? 33. Where's the coolest place you've ever been, traveled to? 34. What's one thing people would never know about you just by looking at you? 35. What's one thing about the opposite sex that you're attracted to? 36. What are 3 qualities you look for in a potential date? 37. What's the sweetest thing you've ever done for a girl? 38. How would others describe you? 39. What's your all-time favorite memory? 40. What are your parents, step-parents, guardians, people who raised you like? 41. What's your go-to alcoholic drink? 42. What would be your ideal first date? 43. If you could have 3 wishes, what would they be? 44. If you could a full 24 hours without any work or obligations, a day to just do whatever you wanted, what would you do? 45. What is the best compliment you've ever received? 46. What is something you're talented at? 47. What's your favorite college memory? 48. What is your best friend like? 49. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? 50. What's one thing you want to do before you die? 51. If someone gave you $1 million right now, what would you spend it on? 52. Have you ever made a decision that changed your entire life? If so, what was it? 53. What's your favorite thing to do on the weekends? 54. What's your zodiac sign? And do you think it describes you? 55. What's your biggest regret? 56. What can always put you in a good mood? 57. What's your guilty pleasure snack, drink, or junk food? 58. If you were forced to eat fast food for your every meal, what would be your top 2 places? 59. What's one thing you wish you could change about yourself? 60. If you had the option to hit restart and begin life all over again, would you? 61. Have you ever lost someone close to you? What were they like? 62. What's your favorite social media profile? 63. What's one thing that totally relaxes you when you're stressed? 64. What's a random hobby you've always wanted to try but never have? 65. When was the last time you cried, and why did you? 66. What scares you the most about the future? 67. Do you want to have children someday? 68. What do you imagine your future family will be like? 69. Have you ever done or accomplished something you never thought you could? What was it? 70. What's one thing you could never live without? 71. Who is one person you could never live without? 72. What's your favorite vacation place? 73. Would you rather go out or stay in on a Saturday night? 74. What's your favorite quote, line of poetry, or sentence? 75. What's your favorite family memory? 76. What's one thing that helps you decide you can trust someone? 77. Have you been in love before? 78. How would you explain what love is? 79. Have you ever gotten your heart broken? 80. What's one thing you've learned about yourself from a past relationship? 81. What's your biggest pet peeve? 82. What's one thing that's a total turn off? 83. What's one thing that's a total turn on? 84. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for a girl? 85. What's your go-to drink, food, activity when you're sick and in bed? 86. What's the scariest thing that ever happened to you as a kid? 87. Who in your family, immediate or extended, are you the most similar to? 88. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? 89. What's your favorite song or artist? 90. What would be your dream job? 91. If you were writing a book about your life, what would the title be? 92. What's your favorite word? 93. What keeps you up at night? 94. What's your go-to phrase? 95. What's one silly, little kid item that you still have somewhere hidden in your room? 96. Who is someone that's impacted your life or helped you become who you are? 97. What's one thing you want to achieve before you die? 98. What's your favorite book? 99. What's one thing, silly or serious, that you're guilty of? 100. What makes you blissfully, completely, smile from ear to ear happy? How do you get to know a guy you like better? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can continue making videos like this for you.